How have you, how do you see this issue of centralization, regionalization, where decisions should be made? And do you feel there is one way to do it, that it should be done differently according to different contexts?
The UNHCR, created in 1950, was given a very extraordinary mandate which has not been given to anybody since then. 5 years after the creation of the UNHCR was created. So the High Commissioner is an individual elected by the General Assembly, and he reports only to the General Assembly. He has no supervisory role under the Secretary General, or doesn't report to the Secretary General. So he has to basically voluntarily fund entire programs of UNHCR. We receive less than 1% of our budget from the regular UN budget, So empowerment is very, very important. With empowerment comes accountability. One has to ensure full accountability, which is very fundamental, which some of these things existed in the beginning when I was in the organization, but they were not so transparent. But now it's very clear. There's the messages given from the Inspector General offices and ethics offices what to do. So that's important.
But what I want to ask you is, how do you decide when you're, of course, you're almost in some situations as a diplomat, you're a mediator, but when do you decide to push more and even be a bit tough? And when do you decide you cannot, and it's better to be better to compromise?
You see, first of all, as a good envoy, diplomatic envoy would be impartial and objective and neutral if he or she is asked to mediate a conflict and try to resolve a conflict. So first of all, they have to ensure the impartiality. So I think one has to be very respectful. These are some of the things I would say to students. And again, as I said, that history is the most important, because history is history. They should know that, regardless of what discipline or what faculty they are studying in.
Wonderful. Well, Mr. Athar Sultan-Khan, it's been an absolute pleasure and an education. And so I once again want to thank you very much for your insight.
Thank you.